the question is describe the main mechanism by which chemical neurotransmitters exert their effects using examples of the autonomic nervous system. So basically, you define neurotransmitter. You say chemical release by the cell to action adjacent cell to cause chemical release by the cell to act on the adjacent cell to cause response, either excitatory or inhibitory. And then you basically say that a normal action potential is basically on the axon terminal travel along the presynaptic neuron, depolarizes the action, and then causes exocytosis of the neurotransmitter. Example, calcium triggered. And then the neurotransmitter is released, and then the axon synaptic terminal, and then the receptors are different, and they differ by the type of receptor, so ligand-gated or G-protein coupled receptor, where it's located, is it presynaptic or post, and what's its effect, so excitatory or inhibitory. And then so then you basically talk about ligand-gated, which is milliseconds. So a ligand binds to the allosteric site, which is a different site, or the orthoesteric site, which is the same site. A conformational change of the channel either opens or closes, and that leads to a flux of ions. For example, saxmethasone binds to the same site as the ACH on the ACHR. And then you have G-protein coupled receptor, which is what a transmembrane domain of a helical structure with external binding site and internal coupled by a G-protein receptor. For some reason I can't forget serpentine, and that's what Mark Ruffler says. So anyway, it has the alpha, beta, gamma subunits, and then you have the N and the C. What happens is that the alpha GTDP is in an active state and becomes activated to alpha GTP. And this then dissociates from the alpha beta complex, it splits, so the alpha GTP phosphorylates adenyl cyclase, example in the GS protein coupled receptor, and that causes excitatory or inhibitory. GS protein coupled receptor adenyl cyclase ATP increases CAMP pKa, and the effects on the beta 1, beta 2, beta 3. GI inhibits the adenyl cyclase, which is above, reduces CAMP, and GQ phosphorylates P2, PIP, divides it into IP3DAG, increases calcium pKa, Ca, and affects alpha 1. Some presynaptics, such as alpha 2 inhibitory noradrenaline reuptake, causing negative feedback presynaptic. The function, signal amplification, so each G protein coupled receptor can activate over 100, and signal autoregulation, where the GTP is converted back to alpha GTP and binds to the alpha beta subunit. So it autoregulates, but it also amplifies. And that's all you need to write.